Hello, everyone. Welcome to another middle of the week. I hope you are doing fabulous and having a great week. My name is Michael Haffel. I'm the lead pastor at the Piedmont Park Seventh-day Adventist Church here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we are back in school. All the schools, even the universities, are up and running now, and kids are back studying. We're getting ready for fall, and I guess summer is coming to an end. We've got Labor Day weekend coming up. I hope you're got some fun plans for the end of summer that is quickly coming upon us. I wanted to share a thought with you and a verse, and beginning with a question. Have you ever struggled with doubt in your faith walk, in your time with Jesus? Have you ever had doubts? I think if we're honest, we can all say, yeah, at times I've doubted, even when we're strongly convicted, even when we've been baptized, even when we've been serving the Lord in ministry for years. Every now and then, little doubts will creep in sometimes, and we'll think, well, is it really true? Things like that will pop into our heads. And then we get discouraged, right? We're like, oh no, I've had doubts. Maybe I really don't have faith in God. Well, friends, when those come, I want you to realize that doubt is it's a human thing that comes to us, to all of us. And then we have a choice to do of what to do with that doubt. Will we let it germinate? Will we let it grow? Or will we choose something else? I want to share with you a verse that just boggles the mind. It's at the end of Matthew's gospel. So this is after the cross has happened, after the resurrection. The women have seen the empty tomb. Then they saw Jesus resurrected. And Jesus tells them, go tell my disciples, I'll see them in Galilee. And then Matthew 28, verse 16. It says, then the 11 disciples, of course there's only 11 here now because Judas is gone. It says, the 11 disciples went away into Galilee, to the mountain which Jesus had appointed for them. When they saw him, they worshiped him, but some doubted. Those three words are amazing, right? It says they worshiped him, but some doubted. That's crazy, right? I mean, they have lived with Jesus for years, seen his miracles. They've gone through so much with him. They've heard his teachings. And then they experienced everything from Passion Week to the death. And then now, literally, they are the resurrection. And they're seeing Jesus. But Matthew adds in, and I'm so grateful that the Bible writers put in human frailty, human problems, human mistakes. He could have just left that out and been like, well, we were just always champions of faith. He says, no, even at this moment when we're seeing the resurrected Jesus, some of us doubted. John may explain that more when he talks about who we nicknamed Doubting Thomas. But Matthew just puts in there, even seeing Jesus resurrected before us, some doubted. Well, friends, if the disciples are seeing a resurrected Jesus and they're kind of like, are we sure if this is true? Let's check out, are you real? If they doubted, and here we are 2,000 years later, just not seeing a physical resurrected Jesus, but reading about it in a book, it makes sense that maybe we might have doubts from time to time. Don't get down on yourself when that happens. Instead, friends, realize that when doubts come, when those things creep into our minds, we have a choice. And they had a choice here. They could choose to just be like, no, this is fakery and walk away, or they could choose to trust what God was revealing to them and say, no, though this goes against all things that I recognize of how life normally happens, like normally people who die don't come back to life, I am believing what God is showing me. And so when doubts come in, friends, we have a choice to make. We can choose to let those doubts grow and germinate and fester, or we can choose to believe. We can choose to have faith, even if we don't understand it. And I'm sure they didn't understand the intricate workings of how a dead body after a few days could resurrect, come back to life. They didn't understand that. I don't understand that. But they chose to believe. So friends, we can choose to believe instead of doubt, even if we don't understand everything. God has given us enough evidence that we can believe in him and we can trust him. So friends, take care when doubt creeps up. Don't despair, but choose to believe. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I hope you'll join us this coming Labor Day weekend. We're continuing our sermon series on the God of second chances. We only have 2 left, and this one we're going to be looking at a message that's going to talk about a woman who most didn't think deserved a second chance, and even she herself probably did not think she deserved a second chance.
So I hope you'll join us for that this coming Saturday. You can join us in person here in Lincoln, Bible study time at 9:30 on Saturday morning, and our worship time at 11. You can join us in person or online on YouTube and Facebook. Take care, everyone, and let's do our best to take care of everyone.